Hello everyone and welcome to my pro tournament results rundown for this past week of the LoLeSports scene. My name is NormStorm and I'll be your guide. So that being said, let's dive right into it. Starting off as per usual with our North American League Championship Series. For our third week of play, our teams winning both of their matches were Cloud9, FlyQuest, and Team Solo Mid. For the overall standings, our 6 playoff position teams are C9, FlyQuest, TSM, P1, CLG, and Team Liquid. Fox have dropped down to 7th, while the bottom 3 are now Immortals, Dignitas, and Envious. For our MVP point standings, Moon is in first place, with the next 4 being High, Impact, Ryu, and Svenskeren. And for those tied in 6th place with 3 games, we've got Acadian, Bjergsen, Dardoch, Jensen, and Someday. Now moving to the Challenger Series for both North America and Europe. In NA, we had ties between the Jackals and Delta Fox, as well as Gold Coin and E United, while Temple Storm beat Team Gates. For the overall standings, Delta Fox and Temple Storm are tied for first now, Jackals, E United, and Gold Coin are tied for third, while Team Gates is in dead last. Meanwhile, Europe's Challenger Series has started, where Schalke beat Kinguin, Fnatic Academy beat Paris Saint-Germain, and Misfits Academy beat Millennium. And obviously our overall standings reflect the ties for first and fourth. And as for Europe's League Championship Series, the teams having good weeks were G2 and Misfits in Group A, and Unicorns and H2K in Group B. You may also notice that the order teams appear in the week records is the same as their overall standings, which remain unchanged this week. For our player of the series standings, our top 5 consist of Yankos, Hylissang, Ignar, Vizicachi, and Sven, while players with 1 title are Caps, Memento, Nukeduck, Perks, and Wonder. Now heading on over to Korea, we've got the LCK, where our 4 teams winning both of their matches over the past 2 weeks were SKT, Barbecue, KT, and Samsung. For our overall standings, we saw some shuffling, with KT losing a game but not a series. They have dipped down to 2nd behind SKT, while Barbecue and Samsung have traded 3rd and 4th. We've had Africa move up a position and Jin Air moving up 3 positions, bumping down MVP, Rox, and Kongdu. So for our MVP points, Faker and Haru hold first place, Deft and Tempt hold third place, while there is a huge tie for 5th place between Ed, Bless, Crown, Huni, Marin, Prey, Score, and Smeb. And now for the Korean Challenger Series, the CKR, our teams winning their matches were Ever8 winners, APK Prince, and Rising Star Gaming, and Team Griffin did as well, though they also dropped a match. With CJantis also not playing a match this week, for our overall standings, APK have tied CJ in first place, Griffin have dropped down to 3rd place, while Ever8 winners and PPZ traded 4th and 5th place. This week also marked the end of the break for the LMS, which is Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Macau's region, where our teams going undefeated were the Flash Wolves, Hong Kong Esports, AHQ, and Fireball. For our overall standings, the big 4-way ties for 1st and 5th are broken, with Hong Kong and J-Team moving down, Extreme Gamers and AHQ now tying for 4th, and Fireball, Machi, and Wei Spider moving down. For our player of the game standings, our players with more than 1 game are Chawi, Bebe, Betty, Fofo, Gear, Karsa, Mission, Maple Snow, and Nexus. Next up, we got the LMS Challenger Series, the ECS, where our 4 teams doing well were Non-HK, J-Team 2, Raze Gaming, and Team Yeti. For our overall standings, Team Yeti has been ejected from the tie for 1st place, moving to 3rd, while Non-HK has moved out of the 3-way tie for 5th, meaning that Wings of Liberty are now 5th, and HQ Fighter and Cougar Esports are now tied for 6th. Now we've got our wildcard region, starting off with Brazil's CB LOL, where we had full-on wins with no ties, with Pain over CNB, Red over Kaboom, Ints over Remo, and Keed over Kino. For the overall standings, Red and Pain Gaming hold the top 2 spots, while there is now a big 3-way tie for 3rd between CNB, Ints, and Keed. Kaboom, Remo, and OPK currently hold the bottom 3 positions. And for Brazil's Challenger Series, the BRCC, last week Ints beat Keep, Ironhawk and IDM tied, and Pro Gaming beat T-Show. And then just last night, at the time of this recording, T-Show beat IDM. So for our overall standings, Pro Gaming Esports have moved up to tie Ints Genesis in 1st, T-Show has moved down to 3rd place, while IDM and Ironhawk Esports are no longer tied for 4th, with IDM going down to 5th. Now going over to Turkey, we've got their TCL, where the only teams going undefeated were Supermassive and Fenerbahce. This caused quite a bit of shuffling in the overall standings, with Supermassive and HWA Gaming swapping 1st and 2nd, while Fenerbahce has skyrocketed to 3rd place from 7th. Galacticos has dropped down to 6th, while Dark Passage and Galatasaray are now tied for 7th. In the Oceanic region's OPL, we saw their 3rd week of play, where for our matches we had Sin Gaming beat Legacy 2-1, with 2-0 sweeps with Avant-Garde over Abyss, Chiefs over Exile, and Dire Wolves over Tainted Minds. For the overall standings, we saw some shuffling of the top 3, with Chiefs now holding 1st, while Dire Wolves and Legacy are tied for 2nd, while Sin Gaming has moved up to 5th, and Tainted Minds going from 4th to 6th. Going onwards to Japan's LJL and Southern Latin America's CLS. Starting off in Japan, we had Unsold Stuff Gaming beat Rascal Jester, Detonation beat 7th Heaven, and Rampage beating Scars. For the overall standings, things are relatively the same, with the exception of Scars and Rascal Jester trading 4th and 5th place. For Japan's Player of the Series standings, every player so far who has won a title only has one title. As for the CLS, we've got the Last Kings and Azurus Gaming trading first and second, while Half Knight and Rebirth are now tied for fourth. As for the CLS's Player of the Series standings, Nipu and Emp have 2 titles, while players with 1 title are Ek, Yuri, Newbie, Rod, Kim, So, Plugo, and Mega. Now, we'd normally also be looking at a Team of the Week, but this has yet to be posted on my source and they weren't displayed on the VOD for their most recent stream. But if I find that out, I'll go ahead and throw up some annotations accordingly. For the northern side of Latin America, we've got another week of the LLN, where our teams doing good were Lion and Dash 9 Gaming, as well as Predators Esports. For the overall standings, Dash 9 and Gaming have traded 4th and 5th place, while Infamous Gaming has dropped at dead last, no longer tying just Toys Havocs for 7th. For this week's Team of the Week, we've got Jerome, Fanic, MVP Sia, Donut, and Choizix. Now we've got the Commonwealth of Independent States' CIS region, where every team went 1-1 with the exception of Virtus Pro going 2-0 and Gambit CIS going 0-2. For the overall standings, Vega Squadron and Virtus Pro are tied for 1st, Gambit and Rocks are tied for 7th, while everyone else is tied for 3rd. For the CIS region's Challenger Series, the CCL, we've only got 2 matches where our winners are Zoff Gaming and Dolphins of Wall Street over Team Just Challenger and Star Team. And in Group B, the teams we've got participating are Team Empire, Gambit Academy, Elements Pro Gaming, and Crow Crowd. And lastly, we've got our last region to start off their series, with Southeast Asia's GPL's Garuda Series in Indonesia kicking off. After our first week of matches, Fortius holds first place, followed by a 3-way tie for second with Pwn D1, Phoenix Esports, and Headhunters. Team NXL is in 5th place, while Platinum Gaming is in 6th, with Kalion Tusa and Eastern Roosters being tied for 7th. And that'll do it for this week of our Pro Tournament Results Rundown. My name is NormStorm, and not only do I thank you for watching this video, but also hope that you found it informative and entertaining. If you would like to know when more League of Legends news updates are uploaded, you are more than welcome to subscribe to the channel or follow me on Twitter at NormStormLOL. If you like the background music at all, you can send your compliments over to the creator Poorchoice over on his SoundCloud or Facebook. If you would like to further your support of the show, you're always free to leave a like, comment, or share to your heart's content. Don't forget to check out this week's LoL recap video. I'll see you guys in the future with some more League of Legends content.